Okay, to get the glue off the back of these tiles, which is stuck on the back, I let them soak in water for quite a few hours, but I think about 3 hours is all it needs. And you can take these tiles are stuck on this mesh when you buy it at the store and stuck on with a really strong glue, but it's obviously water-based glue because this water is taking it off. A little bit of scrubbing with the scrub brush and it's off. So hot water would even work faster, but the only thing is how to keep the water hot. You can put a pan on a burner on the stove and put it on low to keep the water hot, but I prefer just doing this, just soaking it in cold water in a tray like this, soaking the stones in, and just cleaning them off. Use an old towel to dry them. And then I made this thing. This is a piece of wood that I bought from Michael's, and I hot glued a whole bunch of tacks onto it. So that is holding all my tiles. When I get done with them, either after I resin them or when I get done with them here, I'm just going to put them in like this. Can barely see that. I'm going to put them in like this, and then they can lean right there. Let's see, this one I did already. And it doesn't take much once the water's all soaked in. It doesn't take a lot of scrubbing. You can take a brush like this or like this, but I prefer the bigger one because it covers more area and does a faster job. I left that gesso on. Obviously the gesso isn't coming off unless I wanted it to, but it's not coming off because that's what gesso is for. A nice hard sealer. But most of them I didn't gesso yet. So put that in the drying rack. Stones don't take very long to dry. So you can kind of hear it when it's done scrubbing off. It makes a little different sound. Okay, that's all off. So that's all you have to do in order to get that webbing off, that glue that's stuck on there. I wish they would think of a better way rather than using that mesh and glue, because if you're laying a bunch of tile down in order to decorate countertops or walls or something, this is a lot of work to go through before you even put the things down, because you don't want this webbing and glue behind there, because they might make the tile look uneven when it goes onto the wall. So it would be my preference if I was putting tile down on a wall or a countertop, it would be my preference to take the glue off. And since I'm making paintings out of these, then that's all the more reason to take that glue off, because I want it to be, the whole thing to be nice. Now the bigger tiles don't come with like these. This is a 3x6 tile. This doesn't come with any mesh in the back. It just comes stacked. And which is okay, but a lot of them break. A lot of them come in broken. So sometimes I open the package and there's one or two of them broken. And so I use those for experimenting or whatever. You can even cut them to a different size. And hardly a mess made or anything. So that's all there is to it. And here's what they look like. And without any glue on the back. So the only thing you got to wait for when you're doing this is just waiting for the water to soak in. You just waiting for the water to soak into the tiles. You don't have to put much water in there. It doesn't have to cover the tile, just to cover the bottom of the tile, where the webbing is, where the glue is. And that's all you need, is that much water, just a little bit.